In a school camp, Peter Parker, who is a senior in high school, goes to the Columbia University laboratory with his friend Harry Osborn and his lover Mary Jane Watson. There, Peter is bitten by a genetically engineered super spider, causing him to feel sick after returning home. Meanwhile, Harry's father Norman Osborn, the founder and owner of Oscorp, tries to secure an important military contract. Despite his assistant's warnings, he experiments on himself with unstable poisonous gases for a power surge, which drives him insane and kills his assistant. The next day, Peter discovers that his eyes are no longer nearsighted and that he now has spider-like powers such as webbing from his wrists, quick reflexes, superhuman strength and speed, as well as a new ability to sense danger. To impress Mary Jane, Peter tries to get the money to buy a car. He harshly ignores the advice of his uncle, Uncle Ben, who tells him, with great power comes great responsibility, and wins a wrestling match, but the promoter refuses to pay his prize. A thief breaks into the promoter's workplace. Peter allows him to escape to avenge the promoter's work. A little later, he comes across a dying Uncle Ben, whose car has also been stolen from him. Peter chases down Uncle Ben's killer and the car thief, eventually realizing that he is the same thief who let him escape. The thief accidentally falls from the window of the building and dies. Meanwhile, a crazed Norman Osborn attacks Oscorp's rival aerospace partners and kills several people. After graduation, Peter dedicates his forces to fight against injustice by making a spandex costume with the identity of Spider-Man. James Jonah Jameson, publisher of the Daily Biogel, hires Peter as a freelance photographer, because he's the only one who can take quality pictures of Spider-Man. After realizing that the Oscorp board members plan to fire Norman and sell Oscorp to aerospace, Osborn murders them. Jameson calls this mysterious killer the Green Elf. The Green Elf offers Peter to join him, but Peter does not accept. They fight in a burning building and Peter's forearm is injured. Cousin May invites Harry, Mary Jane, and Norman over for Thanksgiving dinner. During dinner, Norman sees Peter's scar and realizes his hidden identity. He abruptly leaves the dinner table and angrily tells Harry that Mary Jane is only interested in him for his family fortune, but Harry refuses. Norman also advises him to take advantage of Mary Jane while he can and then dump her quickly. Unbeknownst to Harry, everyone overhears this conversation, and Mary Jane leaves the house feeling annoyed. Believing that the best way to defeat Peter is to attack those closest to him, Norman attacks May, putting her in the hospital. While visiting her cousin May in the hospital, Mary Jane confesses to Peter her crush on Spider-Man, who has saved her twice. Harry, who was in a relationship with Mary Jane, sees Mary Jane holding Peter's hand and concludes that she is interested in Peter. A deeply offended Harry tells his father that Peter is in love with Mary Jane, inadvertently revealing Spider-Man's greatest weakness. Norman takes Mary Jane and a cable car full of children hostage by the Queensboro Bridge, forcing Peter to choose which one to save and dropping them both. Peter saves both Mary Jane and the cable car with great difficulty. Norman throws Peter into an abandoned apartment and beats him badly, but Peter soon turns the tables and Norman reveals his identity and seemingly begs for his forgiveness, but secretly prepares the glider to kill Peter. Peter dodges using his spider sense and glider kills Norman instead. In the moments before his death, Norman asks Peter not to reveal his identity to Harry. Peter takes Norman's body to the Osborn house, where he is confronted by Harry, who pulls a gun on him, but Peter escapes. At his father's funeral, Harry vows revenge on Spider-Man, who he wrongly blames for his father's death. Mary Jane confesses that she is in love with Peter, but to protect her from his enemies, Peter hides his true feelings from her and tells her that they can only be friends. While leaving Mary Jane, Peter remembers his uncle's advice and accepts the responsibilities of being Spider-Man.